This episode of Sports Corner on The Dinger, brought to you by our presenting sponsor, New Amsterdam. Firing 15 shots over the course of 3 hours with Smirnoff, not a great idea, and also expensive. With New Amsterdam, you could shoot more shots for $5 less a handle, and in the morning, you won't feel the 20 chicken McNuggets and half-pound of French fries coming up through your esophagus in the form of projectile vomit. Because New Amsterdam isn't shit tier. Because New Amsterdam provides a smooth and perfect Robin to your Batman, unlike LeBron's situation, who only has a Kevin Love and a mentally ill J.R. Smith to rely on, New Amsterdam will actually get you a win in your finals of recovering from your hangover.
Get crunk.
You know who drank too much Smirnoff? The refs in Game 1 of the NBA Finals when they decided to review a restricted zone call on LeBron, which was not close, and change it from a charge to a blocking foul. With New Amsterdam, you get a smooth finish and an affordable price that can be paired with orange juice, cranberry juice, energy drinks, or just drank straight. New Amsterdam, it's your town. Drink responsibly. Meanwhile, Arby's. We may have our disagreements over what the best fast food is. Just kidding, it's Arby's. At Arby's, the beef comes first, but the other meats don't come last. If there's a better roast beef restaurant, or any restaurant, let me hear your argument. I've been going to Arby's for 5 years since we went to their beef mecca in Ventura to celebrate the end of our 2012 fall semester at Moore Park.
Beef and cheddar max for life.
And let me tell you, folks, they have the meats.
Absolutely.
So now we are back with another episode of Sports Corner here. I'm the D.R.E, properly D, no B, all D.
Yes.
And I'm here with C-Dub as we...
Drinking as well.
We've been drinking, as
Absolutely.
we do.
Playing hoops, bish.
So, games 1 and 2 of the NBA Finals have happened since our last episode of Sports Corner.
To date this, the Game 3 of the NHL Finals just
Game
went over.
4, actually.
Yeah, that's right, because it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, a hard 3-1.
It's a real hard 3-1.
It's not looking good for the Vegas memes 3-1.
LayVegasBoys.com.
Yeah, no, it's...
absolutely fucked.
I was kind of hoping they'd pull it off. It's not looking good.
No.
But anyway, yeah, this is Monday night, June 4th, 2018, and we are back to review many things, because June is kind of the best month in sports. You have the NBA Finals, you have the NHL Finals, you have the tennis, the French Open, in golf, you have the U.S. Open.
Yes.
You have the NBA draft coming up later. Currently, the MLB draft is going on.
Today.
You have kind of the month where in baseball teams really kind of start to settle in. Like, is this a good team, or did they just get off to a hot start? Like, things are kind of settling in.
Yeah, here's my tankopolis, or here's my, I'm actually going to try for the rest of the season. Like, the Mariners, surprisingly.
I can't believe it.
Me either.
Shout out to Corey Seager's brother, who I don't even remember his name, but he's been great for the Mariners.
Kyle Seager?
I think maybe Kyle Seager.
Kyle Seager? Something like that.
But anyway,
that guy?
June is a good month for sports. Probably the best month of the entire year. And we will hopefully be here every Monday night doing a sports corner, which hopefully will be up Tuesday morning, depending on how lazy Steve is. But we are back for another episode here tonight on Monday, June 4th. Yep. And we've got some good things to talk about.
We got a lot of things to talk about.
So, Corey, I want to let you start us off with our first topic here.
So, basically, the thing, since we've last been on, which was last Monday.
Right, the Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. The LeBron, lay 3 and 6 LeBron, which he's sure to be now, at least after seeing Game 2. I don't think we were wrong in our projection.
No, not at all. But basically, we're talking Games 1 and Game 2 of the NBA Finals.
So yeah, based on that, Game 1 was maybe the greatest Finals game I can remember watching since Game 7 of the 2010 Finals. But I say that as a Laker fan.
I had a lot of personal responsibilities to get to for Game 1, so I started watching with maybe 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter of Game 1, because I'm like a real...
Man, you missed a really fucking good game.
I'm a real piece of shit who came in at the very end.
Came in too late, man.
I came in too late, where I was
good the whole way.
I was like, LeBron has become LeBron destroyer of world, basically. You know, like
Oh my god.
Like everything that he did in game one was like, this guy is going to will his team to the finals up to like 47 minutes of the game, you know, like
47 and a half, really.
Yeah.
Like it was a performance I've never seen
No,
from
I
anyone.
When I saw,
We're both born in 92.
Yes.
When Jordan won in 98, we were either 6 or 5.
Yes.
So, you know, we did not get the pleasure of seeing that in real time.
But like honestly, there's never been a series or a playoffs even where I've seen a person do as much as LeBron has done and also do as much as LeBron has done in game one of the finals and lose. You know, like it's untenable. Like it's ridiculous to see this.
I'm not a LeBron hater, but I'm more of a LeBron skeptic.
Yes,
as we all saw in the last episode of Sports
I know
Corner.
the last Sports Corner, me and Steve were sucking LeBron's dick
You're
really
lapping
hard.
up, you know.
We sucked LeBron's dick really hard, and you left. And I don't disapprove of that behavior, but at the same time, like, holy shit, what else does the guy have to do?
I mean,
at this
there's
point?
not a lot you can say about Game 1.
No,
you know, it's LeBron, Kevin Love, you know, putting up respectable numbers, not
Yes.
his Minnesota numbers from 2011, which, you know, I remember you and I following back in our freshman
He
year
had
at
the,
Moore
like,
Park when he had the
20 or
20 and
whatever.
20
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
You know, he's not that Kevin Love, but
No.
you know, if he were not injured the whole season, you know, he might be a little more helpful. But
Yes.
he still had a serviceable game one.
Absolutely.
But it's just weird to see like the ultimate team versus the ultimate player.
Yeah, it's like the team that was built to destroy any team that comes up against them versus the
It was
player.
the team to beat LeBron.
Yeah, exactly.
They got beat by LeBron.
Exactly. Like this
Both
is
the Warriors and Kevin Durant were beaten by LeBron, so they
Passed.
decided to team up.
past the rubber match.
Yeah, no, it's
It's like if LeBron wins this,
LeBron wins
dating us down 0-2. If LeBron wins this, it's like that he's made it to the point where the best player is better than the best team. You know, like that kind of thing going on.
yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
The best team in the league when Jordan was in the playoffs was
The Rockets, maybe.
probably the Rockets.
That's what I would say. Probably the Rockets.
This was not the super team era. Players
No.
did not join another.
No, you get the Hakeem and everybody else kind of Rockets versus like this.
Hakeem,
Here's
Kenny
Jordan.
the Jet Smith.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Like it's just like it's not the same era. This is like the ultimate finals to be like, hey, all of these people that are saying like, hey man, back in like the 90s and early 2000s, things were better than they were. This is some bullshit kind of thing. There was no super teams back in the 90s.
Nostalgia fuckers, yeah, no.
Yeah,
It was...
nostalgia fuckers blown the fuck out because it's like if LeBron and all of his teammates of like crap tier, I'm like bullshitting the finals. I'm JR and I don't know what the score is, and like I'm Clarkson like getting a minus like 2.5 plus minus
Which,
per
man,
game
I really
for the
feel
finals.
bad about. I love
Clarkson too.
I love
Yeah,
Nance.
yeah, but it's like, hey, if you put this LeBron team in the finals in like 97 or 98 or so or whatever, like in that prime Michael Jordan status, you know,
Right.
That's like a challenging Michael for like a Eastern Conference final team, you know, at the very least.
Well, if back when Michael was playing, I'm sure LeBron would have stayed in the West.
Oh, absolutely. No, 100%. He would have made the business decision to be like, here's...
Yeah, no, it's better for his career if he doesn't have to go through Jordan to
Yeah,
get
it would
to the
be like
finals.
if leading into like his prime years, LeBron was like on the fucking like the Jazz or something, you know,
Yep.
like a mid-tier Western Conference, and he was like, hey,
maybe the Sonics.
yeah, exactly. He was like, here's I'm in the middle of the Western Conference, like trash let me like switch over to this Eastern Conference like nobody's there kind of thing.
Yep. No,
Like,
it's
hey, let me not go against like Kobe and the and like all of the like the Pop and fucking Tim Duncan and all that shit. You know?
everyone
like,
that would have wrecked his shit.
everybody would have like been like any sort of thing against him in the Western Conference going towards the finals.
The entire stretch from 2011 to right as we speak,
Yes.
the East has really been kind of a huge laughing stock.
Yes.
And like the argument you could make where Jordan made the league look bad when he was playing, you could make the same argument LeBron made the East look bad, but I think it's even worse. At least there was Reggie Miller and Patrick Ewing and Shaq, and
there was people on the Eastern Conference,
bona fide superstars. You know,
literally Shaq won what 3 titles with the fucking Lakers as a Lakers fan.
Yeah,
3 titles,
the three-peat.
the three-peat. And Shaq was in the Eastern Conference with Penny Hardaway, who was a real bona fide like star back in those days.
Before he got really hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
he had all
him
these-
and Penny were a great team. They actually eliminated Jordan in his first comeback year in 95 when
exactly.
he only had, 12, 15 games of prep.
Yeah, when he came back from being retired for
When he came back from being suspended for gambling,
yeah.
you know, of
I
course.
recently rewatched Space Jam, and the
Great
whole time
movie.
I was watching it with 2 people who did not realize that it was like a 95 to 97-ish% chance that Jordan got suspended, you know?
I mean, let's be honest.
99%.
A guy like Jordan, really? Did he retire?
Like, come on.
Hey guys.
We're in the middle of this.
Oh, shit.
The Punish Steve has showed up.
Punish Steve.
We're right in the middle of this
We're in the
talk.
thick of it.
Yeah.
We're breaking down game 2 of the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Or game 1 and 2, really.
Hold on. Let me watch it first.
Should we pause? Yeah. Let's pause.
No, don't pause. Keep talking.
No,
We won't pause.
Let's pause because we've been going for like 20 minutes or so probably.
No, that's okay. Do a commercial break for somebody.
Steve,
All right, you're sharing the mic with Corey.
the commercial break happened at 0 seconds. We wrote. Eric and I co-wrote.
Hold on. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, we'll talk about that
Do
later.
you mind if I share some space with you?
No, let's do it here.
All right.
I'll move
What's
this
happening,
in.
guys?
Shift that mic.
It's fine.
All right.
I'll unplug this and wrap it around.
I'm sure that sounds
By the
great.
way,
Sounds great.
All right.
these mics, like the mic stands.
The mic stand's been great.
Yeah,
I love
isn't it? It's really what we've been missing. It really kind of ties the whole thing together.
Yeah, no, it's been nice having this setup. I think me and Corey have been talking about, me and C-Dub have been talking about a Monday night regular podcast.
I'm down. Hey, why not?
I'm down.
Because the entire schedule I have written for me, I have Monday night off, Tuesday off, and not coming in till Wednesday night.
So stuff that I came up with over the week while we were not podcasting.
That actually happened?
Did you not hear about this?
No.
That's the thing that's coming up next.
Yeah, we're getting to it.
All right, just
We've got a list of topics here,
okay,
Steve.
like what have you covered, and then
Literally,
We've
do you have
been
any
talking about the
Honestly,
NBA Finals.
just
okay. Do you
just
have any
this,
questions for me on my input on any of this?
Steve.
No.
Okay.
We've been
I didn't
going.
think you did.
We've been going over this like LeBron East West Coast kind of thing, where back in the day he probably would have gone West Coast because it was like
Didn't have to go through Jordan.
didn't have to go through Jordan kind of thing.
You only
but
had to go through like the Mavericks.
He only had to go through Paul George and the Atlanta Hawks.
exactly, yeah, that kind of thing.
But anyway, we're kind of at the tail end here. We'll preview Game 3. What do you think will be the score?
What do
Corey
you think, Steve? Oh,
and
me?
Steve.
Honestly,
Game 3's Wednesday night in Cleveland.
I believe that we got a sweep coming. Like, I don't believe that after the J.R. Smith running away from the getting the rebound and not passing it to LeBron kind of thing, you know. I believe that there's nothing that they can come back from kind of thing, you know.
I think this is. Here's my take really quickly. This is very much similar to the the John Wilkes Booth assassination of Abraham Lincoln, where he got
right.
this team together, and
Is the
everybody
team
else,
the South or what,
no.
what team?
John Wilkes Booth got like a bunch of like ragtag like other people to help him assassinate like Vice President Johnson, the Sanford, all the other like cabinet members. They wanted to rid his cabinet in the Lincoln administration.
Yeah.
Okay.
And and Wilkes Booth was the only one to actually fulfill his duty or his goal of killing Lincoln.
He definitely did that.
And then
He killed Lincoln for
everybody
sure.
else fucking dropped the ball or fell asleep. Or
They fell asleep?
Yeah, some guys just forgot to do it, or some people freaked out.
They didn't fall asleep. They passed out on whiskey. Let's be real.
I mean, yeah.
Sure, but you continue.
Yeah, either way, I think you're actually more right than you want to. And yeah.
Yes.
And
Continue, yeah.
eventually, what happened was the federal forces grabbed Wilkes Booth in some barn, burned the barn down, and they shoot his ass. And then he's just like, while he's dying, he's just like, useless. He looks at his hands and says, useless. And this
Waste of life.
And this is LeBron's like useless. When that video came out, and when he found out he had a second time out, I could just see him going, this is fucking useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like,
Absolutely.
So that's my take. That's my analogy for the day.
I would agree with that.
So, going forward, the NBA Finals, I think we can all agree, are useless.
No, absolutely useless. My like talking point was, man, game one, LeBron's team really failed on him. LeBron did everything that he could do to win this game.
Yeah, we
and it
haven't
was for
expanded
nothing.
too much on game two. I'd say in game two, LeBron looked gassed, but I think he was throwing the game. Because
No,
what
absolutely.
he's learned to do the whole season is know when to try.
Yeah. No,
Because he's
there
in
was
his
like
15th year.
Like probably 70% of the game was like LeBron just like not trying, not even contesting shots on defense
honestly
kind of thing,
think
you know?
he anticipated Steph going off. So he
Yeah.
was like, fuck this game. I'm not even going to try.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm
Here's
going
me,
back to
like,
Cleveland after this game.
I'm going to try to get points and assists, but I'm not going to like even contest any shots on defense. That was
Yeah.
LeBron in game two, you know, like
And they got a good 3 days off until
Yeah.
game 3,
Wednesday
which is on Wednesday.
will be a
Yeah.
thing in Cleveland where they've been great.
Did you guys?
Oh, it's Wednesday, so it'll be 2 days off.
Yeah.
Did you guys cover Stephen Curry's and Kendrick Perkins deal?
No, it wasn't really too relevant.
We didn't care.
Do you think Stephen Curry has like an issue like with,
I think
with Kendrick
that-
Perkins, and should he have an issue?
Steph Curry is
I-
one of the
I
like
don't
top
think so.
3 or 4 best players in the NBA right now, and Kendrick Perkins is not even a part of his mindset.
Yeah, no, I think it's a... we have the day off from NBA, and unlike game 1, we can't talk about anything because it was clear and cut.
I think
Let's
still-
talk about Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah.
I think we're still talking about game 1. If you ask
Yeah,
me.
no, I would agree with that.
Oh, we are, but you know,
I think
we
how- I
debuted
can
a little
tell you
late
Everybody
here.
else is too.
How do you guys feel about the whole LeBron, the full court pass thing where he was going in game 2, where he like got the full court pass and he didn't get a chance to land, and that he got
Clearly a foul.
bullshitted. Yeah, clearly a foul. But like, how do you? Feel
I don't think
about,
that would not. I don't think that would change the game. I
don't
think it's
think it-
more part of a pattern which seems against the NBA's
Yeah,
best interests
Yeah.
to make it so this is a competitive series.
yeah.
But this might be a reverse double meta meme, like, oh, we're trying to prove to the world we're not breaking the finals.
Do you think it's like a fuck you to the Cavs where they like got proven wrong, or to the Warriors where they got proven wrong kind of thing, where it was like, here they clearly fouled LeBron on this like trying to land and he couldn't get landed, and then they got the technical where they get one more shot kind of thing, where it was like a
Right.
like Vegas stealing points, which will go along with the second thing that we got going on later on.
Yeah,
in this
we've
podcast.
got some good
got some
Vegas
Vegas
insider
shit.
information for
Yeah.
you gamblers out there.
How do you feel about that though? Do you think that like the refs were biased in any way in 1 and 2?
Honestly, it seems so wild, and that you would go against LeBron does not make sense. If
Yeah.
you're Vegas and you're trying to rig the series, you want to
That's a dumb play.
make it so it's more competitive.
Yeah.
You don't want to rig it against LeBron. He's got nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just bizarre. Like,
you-
to have this horrible
Wouldn't that suggest-
officiating.
Wouldn't that suggest that they're not rigging it?
Yes, it would. It suggests they're stupid.
Yeah.
If you're going to be stupid or whatever, at least fucking rig it properly to make your fucking money back.
Do you want to skip forward a couple of topics?
I'm never really that pro rigging in the NBA. There's
Should
only
we-
like one game that suggests that they've had any sort of inkling of having a game.
Should we-
I'm always pro rigging in any sports because it's gambling.
Should we skip
I mean,
forward a
well,
little bit
yeah.
here? Like, we have this potential rigging of these like first two games where it's like, well, LeBron has nothing, and like here's
Just pile it on against them.
here's Kevin Durant's team: Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. Like, let's give them some benefit of the doubt calls. You know, here's like LeBron's
I don't
team.
know what the hell they're
no
doing.
benefit of the doubts. Do you think that Vegas is rigging anything in these NBA finals or the NHL finals where Vegas is a part of these finals?
Well, I've got a good opinion about the Vegas finals.
Give me
and
the
it has a
Vegas.
lot to do with the $1 million bet
No,
a
yeah.
Vegas native put
Yes.
down at the beginning of the season.
Give me your take.
But before we get to that,
Give me your take, please. I want to hear it right
Our
now.
sponsors.
Sponsor.
so let's take a minute to talk about Totino's. So, Totino's, maker of pizza rolls. Something I've been eating since,
Forever.
I mean, when's the first time you and I ate pizza rolls together? Was it back in LeBron's 2007 Game 6 performance against the Pistons?
That sounds about
Where he
right.
scored, 26 of the last 27 points, including
Yeah.
fourth quarter and overtime?
One of those like mid high school era
Yeah.
LeBron fucking everybody in the East
Oh my
performances,
god!
you know, like
Ending the Pistons.
literally just a LeBron fuck everyone moment where he just went all in and we were eating the pizza rolls while he fucked everybody in the butthole.
It was incredible. So pizza rolls, they come in pepperoni, cheese, and combination.
Yes,
My personal favorite's the pepperoni.
I would agree. All of them are good though.
All of them are good.
Yes.
And recently, Totino's has come out, at least recently to me, the party pizza.
Fantastic invention.
I've got two of them in my freezer right now.
We're going to eat one of these as soon as we finish the podcast.
Yeah, once the pod's done, we're putting in a party pizza.
Absolutely. It's fantastic.
Yeah, a party pizza at my local Winco is 98 cents.
For 98 cents, I'd eat two of those a day until I die in a month.
I mean, you wouldn't die unless you were,
I mean, I'm going to kill myself in the month regardless.
well, there you go. That'll be the way it happens.
Steve's coming back. Here we go.
Punish Steve.
How do you feel about the
we're
party
talking
pizza?
about the Totino's party pizza.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
98 cents.
Pretty good.
98 cents?
98 cents. At your local
That's pretty
Winco.
dangerous, actually.
Pretty good.
And man, Totino's, they've been
I'd
hooking
say
me up.
moderation is key.
They've been hooking me up for 10 years. And sometimes when I'm in times of need, I get that pizza. And it's really the most bang for your buck.
Absolutely. It's like so goddamn good, dude. You get drunk and you can't leave. You're going to like put a Totino's
you
pizza
gotta need a
roll.
Totino's party pizza.
Pizza roll.
I got a
in your-
pepperoni one, two of them in my
You put
freezer.
them in the toaster oven. It's perfect every time.
Yeah, it takes about 16 minutes.
Not even that much. You'll be finished and eating it before you pass out.
So many times my roommates have eaten the party pizzas that I've bought because they're that good.
Yeah.
I've come home thinking I'd have a party pizza and it's not there.
It's a shame.
But, I don't even blame them.
Yes.
So anyway, back to the pod. All right, Corey. So back to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Do you think that Vegas is like betting these 500 to 1 odds that the Golden Knights would win against each other? Or
Well, there
against
was
themselves?
that bet that a Vegas resident
Yes.
bet $1 million when there was 500 to 1 odds.
Yes. $1 million for the Vegas Knights
To
when
win
it
the
was-
Stanley Cup Finals.
to win the Stanley Cup Finals, which is a literally ridiculous point preseason to bet for.
Oh,
bet
yeah.
$1 million for them to win, and now they're
That's a $500 million payout. $500 million
they're
payout.
3-1 at this point. If the Vegas win 3 games straight,
Yeah, it's not looking good now.
it's not looking good now because this game just ended and they're down 3-1.
Yep.
But
The Capitals kicked their ass.
kicked their ass bad.
Yeah.
It was not looking good. The
Was-
whole game,
It was 3-0 after one period.
one period, it was not looking good.
My boy Ovechkin, I love the guy.
Monster.
Absolute beast.
Choking dogs.
Eats his pizza rolls.
The fact that we got to this point where it's like, is Vegas shaving points off of the Knights, or are they like betting on the Knights to go down 3-1 and then win 4-3?
C-Dub, let's have you pull up the Hawk General while me and Steve take a break to talk about something related.
Absolutely.
So, Steve,
Yes.
beefing around the world.
Yeah. Yes.
This has probably not been announced yet, right?
No, it's we've just started production.
Yes, but what
mean,
an idea
technically-
do we have? How excited are you right now?
I'm pumped.
How excited are you?
I am
I think we've got something
I
here.
am cathartic. I'm pretty darn cathartic, Mark. I am so excited. I'm also really excited that
To the mic, damn it!
I'm talking in the mic.
I'm trying to get your gain up.
Get it, bitch.
Turn the preamp up.
I can't do that
Why not?
because I've been testing this all night. You're gonna have to edit this.
Anyway,
I've been working with Corey, and I know what the gain is.
all right.
Speak a little closer.
Okay.
That's what this symbol means. A
Okay.
little closer.
All right.
I feel like Bill Simmons talking to Joe House. Damn it, Steve, be more professional.
I would if you knew how to work the fucking preamp.
I do know. All right.
All right. Moving on.
But beef around the world. Let's preview it a little bit.
All right. Well, we finished Meet the Beefers,
Yes, we did.
and it's going to be this summer. It will be available on streaming probably by July.
Yeah, and it's a great album. I
And-
gotta say, I really love how it turned out.
Very happy about it.
It goes so many different places.
Oh.
It's it really is half a comedy album,
It's a
and like half the comedy tracks are not comedy tracks, but they're that funny. You know,
Yes.
it's
yeah.
You know, we're getting it like we wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I don't know what I would say actually. I'm just trying to spur that on. But
You'd say it's pretty good.
it's pretty good.
No, but the
very happy.
sequel album, Beefing Around the World, is what we want to talk about, and it's the concept has been developed into a situation where it's kind of like the psychedelic spacesuit band, which is in like a death clock a situation. We're the biggest band in the world. You know, we're
Yes.
touring the world, so we have a
We're like the world's like seventh largest economy.
yeah. So
You know,
we're doing a world tour.
The S&P 500 and the Dow Jones follows our every move.
Exactly. You know, we are we're tradable on the
And
market.
most importantly, the Nikkei.
Hey, of course, you
Japan.
gotta get the Nikkei.
Or is that how I say it?
Nikkei.
It's the Nikkei.
It's the Nigger economy from Japan.
Barry Bonds #1.
But anyway,
I don't know if my brand.
oh no,
My
No.
reputation.
But Beefing Around the World came about from an idea of the psychedelic spacesuit band both touring domestically in America and internationally, and eventually intergalactically. So the album has come about.
Interdimensionally?
That might be the third album. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, Steve.
Okay.
No, but Beefing Around the World is about a band, your boys, the Beefers, the Beef Boys, taking their talents to South Beach, taking their talents to Brazil, taking their talents
to Texas,
taking their talents around the world,
to Paris,
playing with the Dwayne Wades and the Chris Bosches of the international community,
and the Venom Millenniums.
And yes,
shout out to their working on their album too. I want to make I want to spread the love
Shane
here.
Battiers of the
the Mario Chalmers,
the at one point Mike Bibbies. You guys all forgot about that, didn't you?
I remember Mike Bibby.
I never forgot. No, but anyway,
Honestly,
I never liked Mike Bibby.
I always called my cousin Bibby because she was Olivia, and that was close enough, and she couldn't pronounce my word, so my name. So Bibby, Olivia, same thing. Mike Bibby, hero of the world.
there you go. You heard it here first. No, but we're the Psychedelic Spacesuit Band is taking their talents around the world. We've got tracks based on, Western music, doom metal, country music, South American, Brazilian, Puerto Rican. We're going to Europe. We've got a track listing that I think people probably wouldn't expect after the first album.
We're taking Western society as we know it and saying, "Hey, come with us. Come with us on a journey.
Let's go.
We're gonna show you.
What do you want to hear?
We're gonna show. We're gonna. This is an album that will prove how society can survive by beefing and how any culture can do it, and how we can get along by the ways of beefing and
Goddamn right, Steve.
Yes.
So it'll be great. It's gonna be good.
So yeah, look forward to that. That's coming out probably the end of this year, maybe next year. We'll see. Depends on production, but we're feeling pretty.
I'm
good.
not making it.
We're not making a claim.
I will not announce the date until we have a good chunk of this done. But
absolutely,
it started. It's
Yeah,
happening.
we're looking good so far. So Corey,
Yes.
seat up. What are we looking at the general here? How are people feeling about this game 4?
Game 4, we've got an awful lot of people just saying that LeBron deserves this, basically. It's like hey man, everybody said that they were on your side, but your team is not as good as our
We're
team.
talking about the hockey game or the NBA game?
We're talking about the hockey game or the MLB game?
Oh,
NBA game.
okay.
Essentially, NBA Gen is just like all Warriors because everybody has gone full
Steph poster
Steph poster.
finally came back out
I mean,
after being hidden for 2.5 years.
The NBA General is Comeuppance edition, where it's just like, hey guys, you guys were wrong to go for LeBron. You're wrong, and
They're waiting for it.
I don't believe in that. But the Hawk edition is really
That's what I'm looking for.
really, 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 really split.
Really?
Where it's really split.
Do we have any scoops on the Vegas $1 million bet conspiracies?
10 minutes of post-game presser, nothing substantial said.
Damn.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Hawk, everybody that memed onto Hawk, with their Golden Knights bullshit, basically, has become a full-on irrelevant poster, basically. Where
I was hoping to see more of that after this.
Yeah,
I really thought we'd see a full-on Vegas is stealing the series from Vegas. They can't afford to pay out that $1 million bet.
Quote unquote. It doesn't take away from the fact that the team played terrible hockey for three periods.
They're not wrong.
No, they're not wrong.
Vegas really shot the bed.
5-2.
6-2.
6-2.
Yeah, not good. It was effectively 5-2. It was an empty net, I think, for the final goal.
Vegas is the worst finalist since Lundqvist. Like I said.
How can you be a king with no ring?
Exactly. I
will say, with my Swedish heritage, I fully support the banter against Henrik Lundqvist for having no titles and losing to the Los Angeles Kings in the 2014 NHL Finals. Or 2012. It was one of the two. I think it was 2014.
Post your
So I think
face.
2012 was against the Devils. And
Yeah.
2014
That's
was
not-
against the
New Jersey.
was
Yeah.
against the New York Rangers.
Post your face when Ovechkin hoists the cup and takes it to the Kremlin.
The Kremlin.
Like-
Excellent.
Ovechkin essentially is just like fucking you to like the meme posting basically of SP.
I am fully okay with this.
Like there's nothing essentially like the golden showers have been relegated to meme posting at this point. Like they 3-1 they've become nothing at this point, you know? Like everybody the whole time throughout has been like your face when you're a team that is not an expansion franchise and is not in the finals, but now they're down 3-1 in the finals. It's become nothing. Like they have become nothing.
Stop it, great for the showers.
Exactly. Vegas is not, nor has ever been, a sports city. That's what you get from SP right now.
All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic here. C-Dub, what do we got?
Are we talking the White House?
Ooh, all right. We want to go there next.
I think that's probably the most relevant topic right now.
All right, here we go. You know, earlier today, we had news.
We got a Trump has stopped the.
That's great, by the way.
Oh yeah, Punch Steve has noticed that I have my third
Most used.
third most used tab on Firefox is Pornhub.com.
Pornhub, huh?
Yeah, some Pornhub.
Not N-Hentai or
That's in there.
hentaihaven.org.
In hentai it's in there, but I clear my browser after that just for the for the feds.
For the feds, yeah.
For the feds.
Yeah, exactly. For the feds.
But yeah,
Anyway,
Donald Trump apparently has stopped the Eagles from sending like a small portion of their team to go to the White House.
The few players left from the Chip
Disinvited.
Kelly, Riley Cooper era.
They've been disinvited. Yes, exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
for exercising, for not exercising the freedom of being required to stand for the national anthem, which is clearly, supporting your freedom to do so, and
You know, it's
exercising our freedom
Well,
by requirements.
before we really get into this story, Steve, let's talk about when we were at Dodger Stadium.
Oh yes,
We were at the Baseline Club, and
Come
amazing tickets. Great tickets.
fantastic.
Access to all you can eat buffet, and really just the best food, the best everything.
In that ballpark for sure.
Yeah. So we're in the ballpark, and we get there a little bit late because all of my shortcuts that I gave your dad failed because the Dodgers had a great season the year before, so they all were shit, and I probably cost us about 10 minutes, maybe more
That's
of travel time.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Anyway, we finally get in the stadium. We get to our seats. And we get to the Baseline Club, and we get there, and it's a fucking awesome buffet.
Oh,
Like, everything you'd ever want. Like, diverse food, your staples, burgers, fries, hot dogs, but
Popcorn,
also, like,
whatever,
salads
nachos.
and lamb and everything, right?
Yeah.
So, we're getting our food, right?
Easy access to a bar.
Yes, everything. And the national anthem comes on. And you and I, we're not thinking of anything. We're
No.
thinking about food. We're thinking about how cool this is.
And also, hey, what do you know? The line opened up.
Well, that's because everyone, including the workers, stood fucking still. We got the best access to all the food because we weren't literally standing up and turning like we're fucking North Koreans.
Yes.
And facing a flag, which we can't see.
No, we have no idea.
In the Baseline Club, we can't see the flag.
No one
it's
knew-
not visible.
No one knew where Mecca was for sure.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. Like, if we got out the fucking rug, we wouldn't even know which direction to face.
Yeah.
The last time that I went behind home plate of Dodger Stadium, you could not see the American flag. Just to like throw that in there, I was behind behind the home plate, could not see the American flag. Go on with your story.
So yeah, we get great access to the food that everyone's trying to get. It's like prime time.
Yeah.
It's like right before the game. But these fucking Americans, they have to stand. They got to take off their hat. They got to put it on their heart. They got to stand for the anthem.
And I'm like, thanks for the burger. This is awesome.
We got the fucking choice selection.
Now, here's
And I go back, and not only do I not take my plate and stand, I go back to our table and I sit down and start eating while everyone's still standing for the
I
anthem.
did the same thing. I think I told him, I was like, that's just spicy broccoli. It's like, oh, it's just spicier than I thought it was going to
right.
be.
Classic.
And the look on I think my mom's face, like, what?
So basically, to people that don't like not standing for the anthem, if you don't like it, you can get out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can understand, like, I sort of sympathize with sort of company policy. It's like if the Dodgers,
I don't blame the employees.
Yeah, I don't blame
will
the
say
employees.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, company policy, or you're fired, and like okay, well, I don't want to get these people have like
I would like to not be fired.
these people like have are probably not like it's not like
They probably live in Silver Lake or shittier parts of LA, and
probably
you know,
Silver Lake's expensive now, so I would say
shittier parts.
shittier parts.
Yeah.
Like, they probably all live in like East LA.
I would hope not, but you're probably right.
So
I've been to East LA. It's not a great place.
If you go east more, then
It's even worse.
shout out to the Inland Empire. Fuck all of you. But anyway,
so that's the point was, and we're only I suppose what we're meaning by this anecdote by us not caring too much about the national anthem is that most fans
you get better access to food.
Sure, and I guarantee you, if you don't know what the national anthem's going on, you don't care either.
Yeah,
And
why
most
would you?
fans go to the bathroom and get a hot dog, because that's what I do. And I think most fans are quote unquote like disrespecting the flag probably more than these players are.
Yes.
That's it's a guaranteed fact.
I mean, if anyone's disrespecting the flag, it's the military. So I mean,
Yeah,
we're gonna
no,
it's another conversation. But
Sure.
really, that's what it breaks down to.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin, the people they'd say are disrespecting the American flag or what America means, it's the troops.
Yeah.
And
guys
more
are
importantly, the people
Probably-
responsible for ordering the troops.
Yeah, I usually don't give too much of I don't give usually grunts a hard time because they're either just trying to make their way or being drafted.
Yeah.
When
They're
45 years
socioec-
ago, which they celebrated or remembered recently on NPR, was the end of the draft.
Yeah.
So
They're in a-
anyone before 45 years ago,
Well, we all signed conscription like things when we were like 18, so
Yeah.
they can do another.
I tried
draft.
to troll it. My dad got mad at me, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fuck with him.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're getting just old enough and just fat enough to not make it work for him.
Do you guys want like a real hot take?
Take us away.
My take. I watched game 2 of the NBA Finals, and it was Santana, who I love. I love Santana.
Terrible performance.
Terrible.
I'm sorry.
He's kind of a
That was
one-time guy.
honestly. His
terrible-
wife kind of killed it on drums.
No, terrible performance of his
It was
on the
really
guitar.
bad.
While I was watching him play the guitar of the national anthem, I was in my room with my pants off and masturbating because I was like, I need to get one off pre this game because I'm going to have too much of a hard time to get it while I'm stressed out about LeBron getting fucked by like the Warriors and the refs. Like, I was like, you know what? This is like, I don't believe in his performance. It was like,
It was so bad.
it was not good. It was a really like generic trash performance
No,
of the national anthem.
I was talking. Jake was over. I was telling Jake, I'm like, man, that's like the bare minimum. Like, I'm 75. I just gotta hit the notes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I can do
played
anymore.
literally the exact notes of the national anthem,
Yeah.
and Here I am watching it. I'm like, oh, his wife's kind of hot. Also, I'm watching pornography on my computer. I'm going
She
to
was
jack
pretty good
off.
on drums, though.
She was pretty good on drums.
Isn't that double bass pedal? And
It was pretty
kinda getting
good.
it?
I was pretty happy about it, but
She was like 10 times better than he was.
I wasn't gonna not stop jacking off for his performance of the national anthem. I thought
Well,
it was
why would you?
I thought it was okay. I thought he played the notes.
You know what
but
the best Carlos Santana performance in the last 20 years?
Smooth
No.
featuring Rob Thomas.
No. E40 impersonating Carlos Santana
That too.
on the Lonely Island
yeah.
track.
Yes.
That was the best Santana performance, and it wasn't even him.
I mean, I might slap a bitch with my hair.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah. There you go.
50 years, several guitar, sponsorships, several amp combinations, only one tone.
Yes.
Only one tone.
The thing I
It's
was
a
most,
musical thing, but I know we're on a sports show, but just saying.
the thing I was most surprised about was, man, Carlos Santana's really bald nowadays.
He didn't have the hat. My
He-
mom actually commented, like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was Santana. He normally has the
No,
hat.
people who did
Had a
not
good
know
laugh.
that he was bald were like, man, this guy is
I
bald.
thought Carl Santana was the first baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies.
You know, Johan Santana really hasn't been the same pitcher since
Since he
2009.
stopped-
you know?
since
he
he
stopped
stopped
taking
playing.
acid at Woodstock.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was like, man, I just don't know if I can stop jacking off during this performance of the national anthem.
Anyway, should get back on topic
Yeah.
to the decision to the Trump decision and
So we'll take a quick break first.
really
Yeah.
So we're back to talk about Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, pretty good soda. Great soda? I think so. But Mountain Dew Baja Blast, now that's a great soda. Is it the best soda? I'd say yes. Normally you can only find it at your local Taco Bell. Year round, actually. But right now, during the summer, you can find it in stores at your local Vons, Safeway, and your Target, your Walmart, wherever they sell soda, your gas station. You can find it in 12 packs, 6 packs, single bottle, whatever you want. It goes great with anything. Normally it goes great with tacos, fajitas, chalupas, Doritos, Locos Tacos, $5 fill-up box, whatever the fuck they got at Taco Bell. But you can get it with anything right now, this summer.
You know what it goes great with, Eric?
Controversially, they had it removed summer 2016 or summer last year, summer 2017, because of the rigged fake news 2016 decision stolen by Mountain Dew Pitch Black, which now we're finally coming back around on, and there's an investigation going on in the White House about this, and they're gonna uncover some big corruption. There was a lot of
Pitch Black.
illegal voters and
Resist Pitch Black.
is some corruption during that election, but
Not my do.
not decision was corrupted by a lot of things. But right now you can buy it, so go ahead and go to your local grocery store or gas station near you and get yourself some Mountain Dew Baja Blast, the perfect tropical flavor to go with your summer.
Baja Lives Matter.
All right, so coming back, we're going to touch again on the subject of the Eagles at the White House. So go ahead, take it away, C-Dub.
So this is a statement by the president from the White House, President Donald Trump. The Philadelphia Eagles are unable to come to the White House with their full team to be celebrated tomorrow. They disagree with their president because he insists that they proudly stand for the national anthem, hand on heart, in honor of the great men and women of the military and the people
Great
of
men
our
and women
country.
that died for Israel.
The great men and women who died for Israel. The Eagles wanted to send a smaller delegation, but the thousands of fans planning to attend the event deserve better. These fans are still invited to the White House to be part of a different type of ceremony, one that will honor our great country, pay tribute to the heroes who fight to protect it,
And our great leader, Netanyahu.
and loudly and proudly play to the national anthem. I will be there. I will be there at 3:00 p.m. with the United States Marine Band and the United States
Great band.
Army Chorus to celebrate
Great
America.
chorus.
I like the early hits.
End quote. Also,
The Phil
fuck
Spector
you,
days.
Jeffrey Lurie, quote, Donald Trump, President of the United States.
Thank you.
That's,
Thank you.
That's the quote.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you, Donald Trump. Here's
Thank
the quote. How does everybody feel about these Eagles getting denied from the White House? Take it away, everybody.
Ooh, can I go?
Go for it, Steve.
Okay, cool.
Take it away, Steve.
All right. So you know how there's been a take on among like talking heads, whether in the NFL community, whether or athletes in general, for championship teams that go to the White House. This is not a norm. This is like a sort of a relatively new thing with the past 30 years. It's not like, it wasn't like the Yankees were going to see like Eisenhower or anything.
No.
So
it was more like what's his fucker pastor was going to see Eisenhower.
yeah, Billy Graham.
Another podcast.
All right. So anyway, the idea of there's been sort of a thing where people have been like, there's this opportunity to go, well, why don't you go to the president of the United States and actually have a chance to discuss and have like a discourse with them about the topics that matter to you. Whether that even
Let's have a discourse.
Whether that even works or not, but you at least said I went and talked to him about things. But this and then so the idea
Get a guest spot on Fox and Friends.
Now,
that's how you have to do it.
Yeah, apparently that's how I have to do it. So what ends up happening is that you have to now there's no chance that's ever going to happen.
No,
and it might as well, like he's kind of an embittered guy about sports. He wants to be Trump clearly wanted to be a sports owner. He tried to be. In fact, he tried to set up his own league instead, and it failed.
It panned.
Yeah, and so like he's just, I don't know if he's just still sticking it to him and stick it to the NFL rather. And it's difficult to see, but it just makes me miss, like, Obama was such that cool guy who'd always hang out with the sports teams. He'd
make
fill
his
out the bracket
and pick chalk. He'd be like, God damn it, Obama.
You want to have
thanks, Obama.
You want to have you want your president to be a normie. I don't know.
Nice. We're getting some good live footage of adult videos.
Okay, so
you're welcome.
Once we get the video element set up, man, this would be great.
This will be great.
We're working on it.
Element.
But anyway, continue here, Steve.
All right, so mostly, yeah, I think, I don't know. There's points to be taken about whether they were supposed to go or whether they should go or not. I don't really think it's like it's not necessarily that big of a deal. My question,
No, it is a big deal. You have to not go now.
Oh yeah.
It's required to not go.
Then it becomes like well, I didn't want them in the first place. It's sort of pettiness.
That's how they have
on
to
his
rationalize
side.
it. But that is it. Regardless, if you actually want to visit the White House as a championship winning team, you can't go now.
Yeah, well, that was also kind of set
which is weird.
Which is set by the Warriors.
Makes sense, though.
The Warriors did a similar thing, and they didn't go. I think they did some sort of community service sort of situation.
Yeah, no, but just the fact that things are so divisive now within even the White House that, like, if you don't say you're not going, you're actually ostracized in the sports community.
Yeah, in the liberal,
which is really weird,
and the liberal non-sports community too.
Well, more them than the actual sports community, but that's the more of the actual totality of the media.
Yeah,
but for that to be the case is kind of strange, and I guess really speaks to the fact of how things are really reached just a wild point where there's no compromise.
And maybe they just end the whole presidential thing.
It should have never started.
Maybe it shouldn't have. Like, I'm okay with like not having the thing.
Is it still blackvalleygirlhd.com or whatever?
It's very nice.
She's on her knees to the white community. Oh yeah.
Oh man. God damn.
I love this podcast.
Once we get that visual aid, man, this is gonna take off.
This is going back. This reminds me back when we were like watching those fine Rafi and Mofi Fine, videos when they were doing that a couple years ago.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but this is 100 times better. Pull that laptop
This is
around.
always-
Let me. Is he still licking that ass?
No.
Not anymore.
Oh,
balls in.
he's in that ass.
He's going balls in.
Oh, damn.
Classic.
You
Balls
know,
in.
I think I recognize this girl.
Me too.
Heyo. Well, let me adjust my underwear here.
Let me get my penis. Let me get my penis straight.
So I guess our closing arguments are.
Well, what's Corey? What's your take? C-Dub, what's your take?
I believe that every team since there's been like Donald Trump has been running for president, minus like the NHL, because like that's the white.com league, every team has had some sort of like some sort of problem with going to the White House for their championship parade kind of thing,
Yep.
And also just the fact that I think the fact that I think it was like 2005 or 2006 or something is when the NFL became like having their
they started showing. The anthem,
they started
like
showing
the
they're showing the anthem on
the
national
military
television
paid the
kind of thing,
NFL to
yeah.
show the anthem.
Yeah, I mean,
Unlike the previous 50 years of
where it was
television
just like
coverage,
here's like
which no one talks about except for Petros and Money. Shout out to them.
Petros and Money
They actually
heroes.
brought that
Oh, this
up.
guy's sucking some toes right now. But I mean, I just believe
Nice.
that the fact that they didn't have that as like a really it was like not a uniform thing of them like going for. I'm going to go back because it was not fair for me to leave Steve like in the middle of this without like
Bring Steve back.
no,
Let's see those toes.
it wasn't fair to like let Steve like go for like the full pornographic like effect with that because it just ended. I have to.
You can get the full clip.
I have to go full pornographic effect for me talking about
the
it.
full
too,
clip.
Yeah. So I just feel like it's not fair for the
It's not fair for Steve.
It's not fair for Steve, and it's not fair for like the United States to know that like this was not nationally recognized up until probably
Wasn't
like
a thing.
2006 or something. Like something
No.
in that area was when they started showing the national anthem on TV.
It was like right around the time you saw those like Marine commercials where it's like,
It's like, yeah. Here's the United States military. The United.
yeah,
The
they use
United
the same fucking theme. Yeah,
The United States supports the NFL. Here's the national anthem.
Shout out to Ennio Morricone for the theme, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like
he's
I
still
don't
alive
believe
today.
It doesn't mean anything. The end.
It means nothing.
It means nothing. Fuck you. Eagles, despite my dream where they like were proven innocent, they still won the Super Bowl. The end. Fuck you.
Thank you.
Well, I got a question. We talked about this last week, really. and-
Closing arguments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's never, everybody talks about the money involved with this,
Yeah, about a minute and a half.
okay. Well, everybody says that oh, attendance was down or viewership was down, but viewership's been down anyway among all
Viewership's
TV.
been down, amongst everything.
And it's more to Red Zone where this is never broadcast, thank God.
God
And
bless Red Zone.
God bless Red Zone.
I don't God bless those troops, but I bless those Red Zone boys.
And
That Chris Hansen motherfucker.
what always gets me is that I talked about this last week with Corey while you were out taking a smoke, and where it's always if everybody says, well, we pay your these sort of salary these fans sort of like on the boneheaded side say, well, we pay your salary, man. So it's like, no, you know who does? United States Army.
Yeah, that's who does.
The United States Marines, United
goddamn
States
right.
Navy, because they're paying so much ad money for recruiting, which is why they put on the whole spectacle in the fucking first
Who
place.
the fuck wants to join the military anymore?
Yeah.
I don't blame him. No one really does.
Why would you?
I mean, you might as well go back to conscriptions if you really wanted to, prove a point.
All right, we got 10 seconds.
Bunch of tards. Quote unquote, here's my shout out of the night. Rest in peace, Dwight Clark, The Catch. One of the best things I've ever seen.
How about them Doyers?